Hi everyone, this is your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 22nd of May. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Greenwich Tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of. So we have the Earth Mother, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Wheel of the Year. Okay, so the Earth Mother is the Empress in the regular tarot. She's got a cornucopia of abundance there. She's highly pregnant. She really represents everything that has to do with life. So life, prosperity, abundance, harvesting, the wheat that's grown here, the ducks are alive. They probably have kids running around as well. It's summertime. It's feeling good. It's being in touch with nature, being able to enjoy nature, the fruits of nature, which certainly at the moment, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we're able to do. 3 represents new beginnings and communication in numerology. So it's also about connecting with something. So connecting with yourself or connecting yourself with nature, connecting yourself with animals, spending time communing with the animal kingdom, or connecting with other people. There's also obviously an implied kind of romance involved here because she didn't get pregnant by herself. So there's the potential for love and relationships and the creation of new beginnings through your connection and partnership with something or someone else. Now we have the Five of Wands here, and this is interesting because this is the Greenwich Tarot. So this is, most of the cards have to do with something witch related. So here we've got, the pentacle there, pentagram. And the Five of Wands is a bunch of young boys who are kind of in Harry Potter school over here, and they're learning how to do spells. Now, it's the Greenwich Tarot, so the fact that they're boys indicates, first of all, that they're a little bit out of place. They're trying to do something which really doesn't come naturally to them. It's like an ant trying to lift more than 80 times its body weight, which an ant can do, but people less so. So, first of all, this card is saying that when it comes to other people, there may be some incongruence to how you react to each other today, or how you communicate, or how you see each other. Also, if you're trying to create some magic with other people, teamwork, brainstorming, that isn't going to be ideal, because the Five of Wands indicates petty conflict, trivial kind of arguing, and mudslinging, which doesn't result in anything productive. It's just conflict. So the great thing here is that you have all of this amazing stuff going on in your life. You're really rich. You feel blessed by the universe. You feel like all this great connection is there. But then when you get in touch with other people, it starts to get complicated and things are misunderstood. Someone takes something the wrong way, and it becomes a whole mess if you let other people get involved with what you're doing. It's like when something really great happens, like when you have really great news and you just can't wait to tell other people about it, and you rush down the stairs or whatever and you tell these other people, oh my God, look, I just got an email from so-and-so, and people are just not bothered. They're like, oh yeah, and it takes your whole joy and fun out of it. It totally bursts your bubble. And if you keep that kind of thing to yourself, the things that really bring you joy, that you don't want to let other people destroy that, or you don't want to let them in on it because they may disapprove or be disinterested in it or uninterested in it, or they may even want to sabotage it. So you keep that kind of thing for yourself. So today it's really easier to go your own way than to try and get people on board and on your side and trying to work out what everyone wants and compromise with him because he wants that and he wants that, and there's politics between these two, and on and on and on. So focus on the great things that you've got going on. The Earth Mother also reminds me obviously of Virgo, because Virgo is September. This is what happens in September. The Virgo goes out and she collects the harvest. She sorts the good from the bad. So that's Mercury, the ruler of Virgo. Mercury is the communication planet, and that opposes Jupiter today. So there's a sense of communicating with yourself and with your physical nature and with what you're doing on planet Earth. That's going to bring you a lot more luck and abundance than trying to work out what other people are thinking and feeling and trying to make other people happy. So it's a day where you can say, listen, I have to be selfish today and totally focused on myself because this guy on the internet, Gregory Scott, told me that I have to be totally self-absorbed today. So if you want anything from me, come back tomorrow. I have to I have to look after my own needs today. And I'm joking, but I also kind of mean that, because if you focus on your own stuff, you'll be able to correct errors and change things so they suit you more, and to get rid of bad things and to make space for positive things. It's a great day for personal housekeeping rather than conflict with others. Finally, we have the Wheel of the Year. And the Wheel of the Year is the Wheel of Fortune. Here we've got all the pagan festivals, and it's actually quite interesting for me to see them like this, because here where I live in Glastonbury in England, they celebrate all of these, and I'm not so au fait with the pagan rituals. So Yule is obviously Christmas. Then Imbolc is spring, I would say, with Aries the ram. Then Ostara is probably middle of spring, something like that. Easter probably. Yep. Beltane is summer. Can't read that one or that one, but they have to do with the winter. And then we've got Halloween and all of the Shemaine, those kind of things. Okay, so the Wheel of the Year is basically life is going to keep turning and turning and turning. That's the one thing that we can rely on. The one thing that doesn't change is change. There is always change in the world. Time moves on. The seasons are always changing. Things are moving along. You're not always going to have this opportunity to really sort your life out, because when the Wheel of the Year keeps moving on, maybe next month you'll have something else to deal with. You may not have such a great connection with yourself. You may have to have relatives that you need to take care of, or maybe you have to travel altogether and move house, and you're really busy and you don't have the time to kind of look at yourself and what you actually want to do. It's almost like your thinking and your analysis of your current life as it is and what you want it to be gets the wheel spinning as such, because you have the idea. It gets things moving because you're initiating change, and it might be that you move, or that you change jobs, or that you start to eat differently, or that you start to see your body in a different way, or that you start a new business. The Wheel of the Year is also the Wheel of Fortune. It means that things are getting better. And when it's upright rather than reversed, it means that things are going in a positive direction. So the eagle is just landing. He's going to fly off again, and he's really going to spread his wings and just fly and expand and really broaden his horizons. And that's what you can do if you look at any of those earthy areas. What's also interesting is that we have Uranus, the rebel planet, going into Taurus, which is the sign of the earth. So the things that are really going to become scrutinized and also therefore will yield great abundance, because you look at them and you try and perfect them. And if you do, then you start to really hone your physical skills, your ability to make money, the way you feel inside of your own body, your relationship with the earth and how you exercise and all of those things. They can really become much stronger now during this day, but over the next couple of months and even years even, there's a really strong trend towards perfecting things on planet Earth as such. So don't waste your time in petty conflict. Focus on your own plans for the future, and you're on track here today. Number-wise, we've got 3 and 5, that's 8, and 10 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9, and 9 is spirituality and completion in numerology. Completion is really realizing that, life has its ups and downs, and you're always in this cycle of sometimes it's summer, sometimes it's winter, sometimes you have to harvest, sometimes you have to make a fresh start. You're in this time now where you've completed one cycle of your life, and that allows you to make a fresh start in something else, or to start thinking about what it is you want to do next. And by allowing spirituality in, by connecting with the universe or the earth or whatever you feel is bigger and stronger and more loving than you, which looks after you and takes care of you, if you allow that in on this plan making or on this journey towards abundance and prosperity, your steps will be guided and you'll find it much easier to head in the right direction. So don't forget to continue with your daily spiritual practice, such as meditation or yoga or walking in nature or painting or breathing meditation, whatever it is you do. Continue with that and you'll really see an opportunity to begin something new here today, or that something crystallizes in your mind and you realize that you actually want to do it. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.